Hello, my name is Owakamare Prince. I'm a computational and applied math major, and I took language and human sequence. I think incoming students should take it. I personally took it because I was very interested in linguistics, and I think linguistics or like the logic of using linguistics is kind of related to math. People who study math would be able to like relate to that. And just the process of using the logic or thinking about the nuance of language and why we associate certain words and you know word structures or sentences or ways of speaking with certain types of like social classes, etc. So anybody who is interested in philosophy, social work, or logic related courses would definitely benefit from taking the class. We had one assignment. Okay, obviously it's a humanities like social class. So you have to like write essays and a big part of it is interactions. So the best assignment for me was this prompt where we had just read Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, and we had to come up with creative uses of language in the book and why we thought that she used them, like her intention behind using them. And one thing that's a theme that really came up often in the class is you use language and then there's like messages that you pass across with it, but then to analyze subtones in what somebody else says, because it's a different experience to just read it the first time and you read for the message, but then you read it multiple times and then you start seeing things and they might not even necessarily be what the author intended, but they make you reflect on how you think about people's messages and how you think people want you to think about their messages. Yeah. So, I chose repetition. Anybody who reads the book, I chose repetition. And one of my points about something that she repeated was the use of cigarettes. So I actually control F to the word cigarettes on a digital copy of the book. And I was right. She had mentioned it, I think, like 100 times or something times, which is crazy for like it's a rather short book. So I also noticed that she had mentioned it every single time that somebody was kind of a social rebel. So it seemed fitting, and then like there's context around it where that was my favorite assignment. And there was also this other thing that we used to do where we would rank our readings at the end of the class. And people would give their opinions like, oh, I really hated this book, like worst experience of my life. And then people would like battle it out, and it's like a book could be award winning and the best book ever written, but a 19-year-old is not going to like it in the classroom, and like that's okay. Yeah. We had just read Zora Neale Hurston's Mules and Men, and it's very heavy on folklore. So our professor divided us up into little groups to come up with our own folklore in like 5 or 10 minutes. And like it was so funny. I don't even think he gave us restrictions that it had to be U Chicago related. But for some reason, everybody not only told a story about U Chicago, but it was a story revolving around the squirrels on campus. And it was just so funny, like thinking about how, you think that you're the most unique or individual and everybody just has the same life experiences. An advice I have for students is that while I know that, the quarter is intense and perhaps you're not even in a reading heavy major, so it's kind of feels like a distraction from your main coursework, it's part of the Chicago experience. Like U Chicago, advertises itself for its, breadth of experience. So you really want to enjoy that because in college, this is the one time where you're surrounded by people your age and there's just so much knowledge around you. So as much as possible, you just really want to do the readings and commit yourself to it because it's the people make the class. So if everybody isn't, giving themselves to it, then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So nobody likes it, so then the class is bad. But then if everybody likes it, then the class is good. So just commit yourself to it, and it will be rewarding, and you'll have stuff to talk about in conversations in future, I guess.